Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting lighter outside.
It is.
It looks a bit, I'm going to use this phrase, of a pea souper. A pea soup. People say that.
Yeah.
It was obviously pitch black when Jess and I left the house this morning at approximately 5:30.
Yeah.
I could see the Big Dipper right above our car. My car. Yeah, it's my car, Dad. Hope you're listening. But yeah, so it was nice and starry, and now it's cloudy.
Yeah.
Don't know what the parkrun forecast is. Mr. Parkrun is still awake, actually. I heard some clicking. Just saw his hand moving on the mouse. It's like in the Addams Family. It's fine, Joshy. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. Try and play Sleeping Lions. Play Sleeping Lions. He has to have the Studio 2 door open because he's too long.
That's not necessarily true.
I would say that's true, Joshy.
It's not true.
Okay, fine.
I'm not laying down fully stretched. Don't worry.
He's not laying down fully stretched. He is, in fact, rocking in the fetal position. Yes, that was our tune of the week. It was KSI Oliver Tree, featuring Oliver Tree. Voices. Anyway, I quite like that song. As I said on my show on Monday, I don't really like KSI, but I do like his music.
Yeah.
There's a summer one. I can't remember what it's called. Holiday. I just really like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were hoping to see the sunrise. Joshy said it's the wrong side.
Yeah, we're on the wrong side.
We normally see some wonderful sunsets, so that would make sense. That's okay, Josh. The ventilation is going well in the studio.
Yeah.
We've had a number of doors open into also unventilated spaces. But we decided to close it in case the cleaners see us and get scared.
Yeah.
But Josh is scared. Anyway, we're going to have some more music now. A little bit self-indulgent. It's music which probably only I listen to. And my family, when I force them to listen to it in the car. We're going to have some Marcus Mumford featuring Monica Martin, Going Light. But before then, it's Gang of Youths with In the Wake of Your Leave. that was Marcus Mumford and Monica Martin with Going Light, one of my faves from the album. Let us know if you're listening. It says 9 listeners, but that might be 5. That could be 7. Let us know if you put the stream on. Oh no, they might still be asleep. If you're listening to this after it broadcast, let us know if you just put the stream on in the opposite side of your house to like your bedroom and left it on the whole time, because that is good stuff. We are entering into a good section, the return of the depression session.
Woo!
Whoop, whoop, which is where we play 2 or 1 songs which are sad but that we love and make us glad. We're gonna have 2 artists which we play a lot on the show. We've already had some Adele, but we're bringing her back because this was the first song that featured in the depression session. Do you remember all those months ago? Jess?
Yeah.
And then we have someone who is doing the work of the Lord, Mr. Lewis Capaldi, who is slowly kissing all of One Direction in the hope that they will reunite. I support this notion.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be good. But yes, so 2 sad songs, and then we'll be back with Self-Care Corner, where we'll play some cheery songs. So we're allowed to be sad because it's the morning, which might mean we sleep. But then we can be happy. I need to stop stretching on air because I really feel you can hear it. Anyway, Josh is talking, but we can't hear him. We have Adele with Easy on Me, but before that we have Lewis Capaldi with Someone You Loved. That was the depression session.
Woohoo.
Jess, what songs were those?
We had Lewis Capaldi with Someone You Loved and Adele with Easy on Me.
Big
Big
tunes.
tunes.
Jess and I were just saying how we've only got like 35 minutes left of the show. We're kind of sad because it's gone well.
It has gone really quickly.
I feel like I'm getting attachment, like anxiety or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want it to stop.
Yeah.
What do I do once this 24 hours are over?
Yeah.
Be a lot less stressed. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Yes. This has been a big project in the makings. There's so many different things which we've had to organise. So many people. So many different things. If you are listening for the first time, welcome. Join us. Welcome to Anna and Friends. You can be some friends along for the ride. It's Jess and Anna here. We are here till 8 a.m. and then Alex takes over, and then he's on till 9:30, and then we had the end of show finale, which hopefully most of the committee members will be here for. We have an amazing total. Maths is happening. 575. 240 plus 3. Come on, change something. Anyway, Padley Group are £10 off the 100% goal. So, if you could, please donate. That would be wonderful. And then they'd get £250. 325, 240. Oh, it's still at 565, which is an amazing total. So yeah, if you'd like to donate, you can donate at phantom-media.co.uk. All the proceeds go to these charities, which ambulance service and homelessness support in Derby. So yeah, that was a depression session. Hopefully you're not depressed, you might just be a bit sleepy. So that's 2 songs, and now we have Self-Care Corner, which is 2 slightly happier songs. When I'm awake, sometimes I give a self-care tip. It was gonna be craft. Because I thought Jess and I would bring our crochet and knitting. I brought my knitting, but I actually don't normally do it on radio.
Yeah.
I did it when we did JJ Drive. Because there's the news section where Jess and I were forbidden to talk.
Yeah, so we just craft.
Yeah. I'd recommend crafting. Once you get the hang of it, it can be stress-free.
Yeah.
Learning is stressful.
Yeah.
And like you could accidentally stab someone with a knitting needle in frustration. But don't do that, mainly because they're normally plastic and they'll snap.
Yeah.
Wouldn't recommend. So yeah, we're going to play 2 more tracks now. We have some more Taylor Swift coming up. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like a happy song, but it's a cheerful song. And I would say it's a self-care song.
Yeah.
But for my sister now, she's a fan of Mr. Horan. Lewis is also a fan of him.
Yes, yeah.
We're going to have Niall Horan with Slow Hands. Enjoy 2 songs from Self-Care Corner. That was Self-Care Corner. Clean by Taylor Swift. And now we're on with Slow Hands for my sister. Hope you enjoyed that. You haven't messaged me, so maybe you've gone to work. Like adults do. Unfortunately, I've had to crack on with some Dr. Pepper in the morning. It feels wrong, but Jess said they're mopping base camp, so I don't want to walk through. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not a good experience. I was parched, and my coffee's gone like bitterly cold. The sky is looking beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
It's like freshly light blue with like happy clouds.
Yeah.
Which have a little bit of the sun on them. It's looking lovely. If you are doing park run, A, why are you awake yet? It's far too early. B, good luck. I have some new trainers.
Yeah.
Which are really cool. And they've got lots of different colours on them, and I love them. I was a bit worried last night, literally before I fell asleep. I was like, can I wear them with this outfit? And then I fell asleep. I also got my Parkrun 25 run top.
Woo!
Whoop whoop, which father ordered for me.
Very exciting.
Yes. Oh, that's a picture from my family. Yes, so normally Joshy and I do park run on a Saturday morning. Obviously we're not doing it this week. Josh is like approximately 3,000 park runs under his belt. I have a mere 25. But yes, we do it every Saturday, more or less. Josh was at one called Conkers last week.
Yes, yeah.
Show host for the next show might appear soon, and then I think Josh might resurrect. But yeah, we're gonna have the double bop for another one of our listeners, Mr. Dan. That's not right. Mr. Daniel Jellicoe, there we go. I don't know why I stopped at Mr. Dan.
Mr. Dan.
Mr. Dan, full stop. We're gonna have 2 songs by Coldplay. Hopefully this selection is alright. Get donating if you haven't donated. We've lost a listener. Someone doesn't like Coldplay. If it's Dan, that would be funny.
Yes.
To be fair, he could have popped in the oh dear, I shouldn't have aligned it with shower time. Who knows? Yes, because people have to get up for the open day. The application day.
Yes.
Applicants day. Thanks, Joshy. Yes, so we're gonna have the double bop now. 2 songs by Coldplay, and then we'll be back. Not much longer of the show. Get donating if you haven't already at phantom-media.co.uk. that was the double bop. That was 2 Coldplay songs, Adventure of a Lifetime and Higher Power. Don't forget to donate if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you to everyone who's donated across the, how many hours have you done it? 22 hours. Nearly. Wow. That's insane. It's been great having it on for 24. Well, it's not yet. Hours though, because like throughout the day you can just tune in. Which is nice rather than going, oh, there's no show until 2 o'clock. So yeah, if you've listened and you're a student and you're interested in having a show, you're very welcome to have a show. Just get in contact with us and we'll train you, and then you can have a show. That's all good. So we're entering the last 10 minutes of the show. So we're going to have some more music now. We're going to have some Dylan with Nothing Lasts Forever. Welcome back to the show.
Mhm.
We've got 5 minutes left. Goodness
Whoa.
me. This has flown
It
by.
really has.
It doesn't normally go like this quickly when we have it at the
No.
end of the day, so that's cool. We have hit the target. Josh, we can't hear you. You're lying on the floor. Yes, Padley Group is at £260. Thank you so much for donating. Thank you so much for everyone who's listened,
Mhm.
who has woken up.
Absolutely.
It's impressive. We wouldn't be awake normally.
No.
So well done for that. Our next show guest host, Alex, is here, so he's ready to go after us.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're on until 10 a.m. Please keep tuning in, or switch off if you want and catch up later. Have a 10-minute nap and then launch back in for Alex's show. Whilst we have like a 5-minute overlap, you can have a little 10-minute snooze. But yeah, and then keep listening for Alex. Keep messaging in. We love the support you're giving us. It is encouraging us to go on, even though the words are failing because the brains are stopping working. But yeah, this has been Anna and Friends with world record breaker Jessica Moore, crochet extraordinaire. So yes, whilst we end this show, we have a new total. So we are on £585, which is insane.
I know.
Thank you so much. Charities are gonna love you.
Yeah.
They're gonna do so much good. So thank you for donating. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing and everything. Just carry your device around the house and we'll provide you with music.
Yes.
In whatever room you're in. It's great. Yes, we're gonna finish the show now with a song. It's very self-indulgent, so I will enjoy it. Everyone else will be like, what is this? So it's a live recording of Mumford & Sons when they close their sets sometimes. Do get all their guests on and do with a little help from my friends.
Aww.
So this is that from their Delta tour, but before that it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.
And goodbye from me. Bye.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Recall's Therapy Hour, which is now going to take place on Saturday morning. Well done to everyone that's already donated, and we've managed to hit the target. So really and truly, I'm just here to congratulate everyone, really, because they've done all the hard work. This is the last final push. Please carry on donating. It's for a good cause. And not only that, there's loads of brilliant tracks still yet to come. Keep you all entertained this fine Saturday morning. Yes, thank you to everyone that's done this show over the last 24 hours. There's been some new voices that have been on the radio starting their new shows. So congrats to that, and I hope it all went well, and I hope they all enjoyed it. And here's a couple more tracks from us here broadcasting live from Kedleston Road. Hello there and welcome back. That was a fantastic tune, but let me see if I can pronounce it properly. That was City e Buoni by Maneskin, who won the Eurovision Song Contest. Is it 2 years ago already, I think? Yes, and prior to that, we played Big Girl, You Are Beautiful by Mika, also at the Eurovision Song Contest this year, just gone. He was one of the hosts. Listen, just to remind you the reason why we're doing this is a 24-hour event to collect funds for the Padley Group and also St John's Ambulance. And for those of you that don't know about the Padley Group, I didn't until I found out about this event. And this is what we need to know, really. Padley has supported people at risk of homelessness, poverty and hunger in Derby since 1985. And in 2022, they provided cooked meals for 2,638 people in need. They also provided 2,044 food parcels, 1,433 toiletry parcels, things that we might take for granted, if you know what I mean. They also supplied 739 clothing parcels for people living on the streets in the Derbyshire area. Anyone in need, really. So in their vision, there's no one in Derby or Derbyshire that they shouldn't be affected by homelessness, really. That's their vision. They don't want anyone to suffer homelessness and be associated with poverty and social isolation. So they're there to help people in need. And for those of you that wanted to donate to the St John's Ambulance, although we've hit the target so far, it doesn't help to carry on supporting the cause, if you know what I mean. The St John's Ambulance are the nation's leading first aid charity, and every year they train more than 400,000 people. They teach them how to save lives through their training program. And their volunteers provide first aid training in their communities, and thanks to the training that they receive through the donations that are coming through, they are able to save lives, which is massive. It's huge. So if you want to help people save lives, help the St John's Ambulance Service by donating. No small amount is too little. It all goes a long way. It all goes for good causes, as you're aware. It saves lives. It provides people in need with things that they need, like things we take for granted, the clothes on our back, shoes on our feet, toiletries, all the simple stuff. But it means so much to them, you know what I mean? It makes them feel that if they're not worthless, so to speak. Anyways, try to lift up the mood a little bit now. We're going to play a couple of tunes. We're going to start off with the Immigrant Song and then California Girls. I have chosen the radio edit. It better be the radio edit. So anyways, here you go. There's a couple of tunes and I'll be back on in a minute. There you go. A little lively one there to start off the morning. For all of those of you with a hangover from last night, I know that we've got a listener, Emma. Good morning, Emma. I hope you're all right and not hungover. Well, actually, no. I hope you are hangovers. Means that you've had a good night. Yeah, and all the other listeners tuned in, I hope you're having a lovely morning and enjoying the tracks. Again, don't forget to donate at Phantom, I think it's a dash media.co.uk. Every little helps. Please, Tesco, don't sue me. Yes, every little helps. It's always for a good cause also, do you know what I mean? And any of you that have got any plans for today, I hope they all work out for you. And everything happens for a reason. If it doesn't, always bear that in mind. Don't let it get you down. Always look at the bright side of life, as they once said. I can't remember who said that. Oh, Monty Python said that, of course. How could I have forgotten? Yes, so a couple of more tracks for you. We got Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, and a great one to get us into that spirit, Don't Stop Believing by Journey. And I'll see you again soon. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you like that one. I just wanted to say I hope it all goes well for Arsenal today. The biggest, the baddest, the best team. We've got Leicester. Oh my goodness, I can't be saying that round in Leicester. Yeah, I hope they do all right. If we win, we go, I think, 5 points clear of Man City. So come on, you Gunners. You know, make the day happy. Make this weekend go wicked. Come on, big boys. And if your favourite team's playing today, I wish them all the best. Obviously, not against Arsenal if you're Leicester fans. But hey ho, yeah, we all know that Arsenal's hopefully going to win the league. Touch wood. Better say that just in case they don't. Yes, if anyone's listening, please send in some messages. Any shout outs that you might want. This is the time for shout outs. Big shout out goes out to Anna and Tia, Aaron from the Active Care Group in Hinckley, in Croft House, who are listening in. Thank you for listening in. Don't forget to donate. Don't forget to tell people next year to donate. And where to donate, phantom-media.co.uk. Donate as much or as little as you like. It's all for a good cause. St John's Ambulance and also the Padley Group in Derby, Derbyshire area. Another shout out goes out to Colleen, Melinda, Malika, Yasmin, who are all listening in. Big up yourselves. Another one's just come through. Natalie and Freddie listening in on morning shift. Wow. Well, I hope you're enjoying the tracks that I'm picking. Here comes a few more. There you go. Radio Gaga by Queen. Amazing song. It just goes to show that the power of radio still hasn't gone away. Look, we've managed to raise fantastic funds. For those of you that want to know what the targets were 250 for Padley's group and 250 for St John's Ambulance. And so far, donations have come in, and we've been able to raise through this 24-hour Phantom Radio event. We've been able to raise 260 of the Padley group for the Padley group donations, and 325 for the St John's Ambulance donations. I can't stress enough, and I can't say thank you enough to everyone that has joined in, taken part. For the crews before me that have done all the hard work, really, done all the night shift, the graveyard shift, I think it's called. And to everyone that donated and were a part of it, you have made a difference. It just goes to show that radio still has that pulling power. That was Radio Gaga by Queen. The next couple of tracks that we're going to play, Hurt, which is by Johnny Cash, which is a cover from the Nine Inch Nails track by the same name, Hurt. Even the guys who wrote it for Nine Inch Nails, the lead singer, I believe, he turned around and he goes, you know what? Johnny Cash's version's better than mine. It's got that power, it's got that meaning, it's got that lived-in feel. Obviously, Johnny Cash sang it towards the end of not only his career but his life, sadly. One of the last tunes that he released, single-wise. That will be followed shortly by Run by Leona Lewis, just to lighten the mood a little bit, if you can say that. Once again, thank you to all the listeners that have donated and are continuing to donate and are continuing to listen in. Thank you very much. Here's a couple of tracks here to get you into the mood of Saturday morning. Wow, that was Leona Lewis with Run There for all of us listeners here. Wow, I remember listening to that song first time. I think she performed it on X Factor, if I'm not mistaken. I always wanted her to win anyway, the X Factor. I thought she was amazing. But then when I actually heard her sing that version of Run, I was blown away. I thought, wow, it was almost like she was the UK version of Mariah Carey almost, her vocal range. And like I just mentioned, that was a cover version of Snow Patrol's Run, and I love Snow Patrol's Run. I was like, yeah, no one's ever going to top that. And then along comes Leona Lewis on X Factor and smashes it out the ballpark, as they say. I was like, wow, blown away by her voice, and I was like, yeah, she needs to win this competition, definitely. And the one before that was Johnny Cash's Hurt, which I briefly mentioned, but I forgot to mention that was actually for Sir Ken. I hope you're doing all right today, Sir Ken. I hope they're looking after you. Also, it goes out to Richard, Mark, and Sarah, again from Active Care Group. I hope you have a fantastic Saturday, and you managed to get to do what you planned to do today. Big shout goes out to Angela, Benicio, Isabella, and Giovanni, who are also listening in. And likewise, I send you great wishes that you have a fantastic weekend. I know that Jiv's having a farewell party because he's going back to South America next Sunday. So we're going to go down to London and throw him a little hurrah, so to speak. So he has a good time. I hope he had a good time while he's been over here. I hope you've managed to do what you've planned to do, save a bit of money, visit the friends that you have missed, and head back home to Colombia. And thank you for coming to the show as well on Tuesday, just gone and being so open about your struggles and whatnot. Again, this is a reminder for everyone that's tuning in. My name's Alex Carvajal. I host the Recalls Therapy Hour Tuesdays. It is meant to be between 2:30 and 3:30, but lately we've been having so many guests on, and we've been a little bit more freer that we've started an hour early, 1:30 till 3:30. We have guests from OTs, we have lecturers, OTs meaning occupational therapy, just in case people are not aware what the OT stands for. So we've had lecturers come on, we've had people with occupations come on, talking about their occupations. Occupations can be anything from reading books, watching films, playing music, things that are meaningful to that person's in their daily life, and not just the activities of daily living, but actually things that make their life or give their life meanings, gives them worth, gives them a sense of well-being, is good for their mental health state. So like I said, we talk about various things. We talk about books, films, TV shows, lecturers come on, OT students come on, OT placement students come on, and OT nurses out on placement. They've also been guests on the show. So you're more than welcome to tune in. It's every Tuesday so far, from 2:30 to 3:30. But like I said, just pay attention. Sometimes we go a little bit live earlier. Obviously, we've got a couple more songs to play. I'm going to play Naughty Boy featuring Beyonce, Running. And then we're also going to play Flap Your Wings by Nelly. Now, these are for particular people. Running goes out to Isabella, who loves Naughty Boy when he was on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Him and Sonny the Little Bird in the morning. She loved it. She found it hilarious. But then she did kind of like think he lost his way a little bit, that Naughty Boy. He started kind of like causing chaos about how to cook rice and whatnot. Wow. But anyways, good memories there for Isabella. Sonny, when he first came on the show, and Naughty Boy first came on the show and was communicating with Sonny, the little Robin that used to come into the camp. Followed by Flap Your Wings by Nelly, which goes out to Benicio, who loves this tune. I must admit, I like the beat to it. It was amazing when it first came out. Lyrics, these are radio edit lyrics, so hopefully it's the clean version. If not, forgive me. It does say radio edit on here, so anyhow. Enjoy. Don't forget to donate. This is the last final little push. There's only an hour and 9 minutes left to do the fundraiser. Thank you to everyone that's taken part. Thank you to all the listeners that have stuck with us. We will do this, as a hobby almost. We will do it during our free time. So thank you for being part of the crew. Thank you for the people that did the night shift. I can't praise them enough. That was amazing. They put in all the hard shifts. I've only just come here to like cross the finishing line, really. But anyhow, every little helps, like I've said. So please, if you can find it in your heart to donate, please donate. Everything is welcome. Donate at phantom-media.co.uk to either the Padley Group or St John's Ambulance. Once again, here's a couple of tracks for your entertainment. Yeah, Nelly and Flap Your Wings there for Benicio, who loves that tune. I must admit, I like it too. I like the percussion in it. It's amazing. Yes, the next tune that I was thinking of playing was LDN by Lily Allen. Now, if any of you remember the video, she's walking down the street. I think it's down Camden somewhere. I think it is. Anyway, she's walking down the street in London, and to her, everything's rosy, and but then to us as the viewers, we see like the dark side of life, so to speak. Like use syringes and stuff like that on the floor, whereas she doesn't see it. She's just all happy in that. I like that video for a couple of reasons, because it's like, yeah, we should just carry on with life if we can. Don't let anything get us down. But, also more importantly, it has reminded me of like a program that I'm actually watching right now. I'm late to the party, I know. It's probably 5-6 years old. I was recommended it by Annie, one of my brethrens, my brethren on the cohort. She said, Alex, have you ever watched Happy Valley? And I was like, no. I kind of like knew what she was on about, and I was like, no. She was like, you got to give it a go. Give it a go. It's amazing. I must admit, I'm hooked on it, man. It's like, the seedy side of life in, I think it's based in Manchester. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. I think it's based in Manchester, but wherever it's based, it doesn't really matter. The actual point of it is the storytelling of that show is absolutely amazing. The acting is phenomenal. It gives me a vibes, like if I can compare it to a couple of things that I've watched, like the lady that plays the police officer, I think she used to be in Coronation Street, I can't remember her name, well-known actress here in England, but I just don't know her name, so forgive me. She reminds me like a female version of Dirty Harry. Like, she doesn't take no nonsense. I'd love her to be my local police Bobby, mate. I'm telling you, takes no nonsense, hard to the core. And it also reminds me, like, the way it's all come about, like season 1 anyway, because I'm only on season 1. I've got one more episode to go, and then I've watched that season. It reminds me of Fargo, a film by the Coen brothers, where a kidnap just goes absolutely wrong. I don't want to give any spoilers away if any of you haven't seen either of those, especially Happy Valley. Oh my God, I can't recommend it enough. It's available on BBC iPlayer. And we're kind of like taking breaks watching it at home. So we watch a little bit of Happy Valley, which can get a bit like heavy at times, really heavy. And then we take it, we watch something a little bit more lighthearted, like The Last of Us. That's meant to be a sarcastic joke, because The Last of Us is heavy too, man, proper heavy. But those two shows are ruling it for us at the moment in our household. Sitting there as a family watching it, thinking, yes, this is amazing television. Last of Us, for those of you who don't know, is the creators of a video game, PlayStation game. Neil Druckmann, he's the writer. But it's also produced and co-written by the people that brought Chernobyl. I don't know if you watched that show last year. It was voted the best show on TV. Won a couple of awards. Chernobyl, absolutely phenomenal. I cannot recommend that show enough. It's obviously based on the Chernobyl incident that took place in 1986, if I'm not mistaken. I remember those times there. Used to remember thinking that the acid rain was going to come because it polluted all the heavens and stuff, and they thought we was going to suffer from it for about 40-50 years. I mean, they've had to they had to build this construction over the Chernobyl thing, which can only prevent the radiation so much, and it only protects us from radiation for 100 years, and then they have to redo it again, like rebuild it, and it cost about 100 billion or so, and it took the efforts of the whole world to kind of like raise that money to help the Chernobyl incident. No one can live in Chernobyl now anyway. I'm sure you've seen horror films and whatnot. But yes, anyway, enough of that. Remember what this is all about. It's 24 hours live at Phantom Radio, and it's to collect funds for the Padley Group, who help the homeless in Derbyshire, and St John's Ambulance, who provide first aid training for the locals so they can save lives. It's for a good cause. So far, we've raised £260 for the Padley Group, which is 4% more than we actually had targeted ourselves. I think the target has moved up about 3 or 4 times since we started, so that's amazing within itself. And we've raised £335 for the St John's Ambulance, which is 34% 8% more than we had the target for, which is absolutely amazing. So can't thank you guys enough. And to thank you, we're going to play a couple of tunes. Like I said, LDM by Lily Allen. And then we're going to play Giant, because I believe all you peoples have been giants over the last 24 hours, helping us with this cause. Amazing people that you are. We're going to play LDM by Lily Allen, Giant by Kelvin Harris and Rag and Bone Man. And why not throw in one more, which was the tune of last week, called Can I Call You Rose, which it was the first time I'd heard it by the Three Sacred Souls, and it brought back memories of Motown for me. So amazing track there. 3 back-to-back great songs for your listening pleasure. Amazing, wonderful, wonderful song that is. Yeah, boy. Look, for those of you that are listening to the show today, thank you, first and foremost. But for the regular listeners that listen to the Recall Therapy Hour, they must be thinking, what's wrong with Alex? Because I'll tell you what, this is the most songs I've played. I've been doing the show since November 1st. And usually we average about 4 to 5 songs if we're pushing it during the show, because it's more of like a talk show with a bit of music thrown in it, to be quite honest. And like I said, we've always got guests or people coming on chatting. It's like a therapy, getting stuff off our chest and good stuff, like, you know, sharing good stuff and whatnot. But this is like the first one that I've actually done where it's just like the music's pretty much the one that's doing the talking, if you know what I mean. Hopefully you can tell that I do know my music, and I have a vast range of knowledge in music. That I love anything from rock to hardcore to drum and bass, R&B, everything. Do you know what I mean? A little bit of everything goes a long way. Right, once again, thank you to the team, the Phantom Radio team, who did the 24-hour night shift, the graveyard shift, took naps in the little room next door on the floor, or they must be knackered. I came in this morning and they were wearing, like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know the proper name for them. They're like bed sheets on them. But they're like ponchos, if you know what I mean. So they've got like a little hole for their heads, but it's like a bed sheet and all wrapped around them. I thought they looked so cute. Some of them were wearing their pajamas. One of them was in a full Lilo and Stitch pajama, which my daughter would absolutely love because she wears Lilo and Stitch pajamas as well. Yeah, so fantastic effort by the Phantom Radio Media team, the Phantom Media team in general. Thank you for that. Thank you for all the listeners as well. Like I said, I can't praise you guys enough. £260 currently raised for the Padley Group, and 365, I believe. Is it 365 or 325? Let me just check. Where has it gone? Yeah, 335 for the St John Ambulance Foundation. Absolutely amazing. Yes, so that LDN that we played, I forgot to mention, LDN played Lily Allen's LDN. That was played for Liliana, who loves that song and requested it. Also, I forgot to mention that sample in it, it's a very famous Colombian cumbia, hence that's why I like it also. Not so much, it was to do with Camden as well, because I grew up in Camden, so it's got two of the flavours that I grew up with, Camden and my Colombian roots. So it's got the cumbia, like backing track, and the Camden visuals. Amazing. Yeah, so we've got a couple of other tunes to play. Which ones are we going to play here? Again, sticking with that kind of like Colombian flavour, I was going to play I Like It. This one goes out to Isabella, who's listening in, by Cardi B and Bad Bunny and J Balvin. J Balvin's Colombian, actually. There you go. Bigging up my people, them. I'm going to play a track after that for Angela Doyle. I know she's listening. She's always listening. Regular listener, faithful listener. Thank you very much for listening. And she requested Stay With Me by Sam Smith. And then after that, oh my goodness, I'm going to start playing a couple of tracks from The Greatest Showman, because we just watched that the other day. And that film does not get... I can't get tired of watching that film. There's certain films I can just watch over and over again. I'm not really into musicals, or so I thought I wasn't. But then when we sat down and spoke about the films I like, most of them were quite musicals, actually. There you go. So we're going to start playing a few from The Greatest Showman, so stay tuned for that. And there's a couple of great ones coming your way very, very soon. But for now, we're going to leave you, or we're going to play a couple. Which ones did I say I was going to play? Like It Like That. Like It by Cardi B. Stay With Me. And This Is Me, The Greatest Showman. I hope you enjoy. Well, that was you guys that raised all that money. So thank you very much. And thank you to the team that stayed up doing the graveyard shift once again, sleeping it rough next door. So it was greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for all your hard work, dedication, the Phantom Media crew, amazing people. It just goes to show, you know what I mean, look, we've managed to hit the target for all your hard work. So thank you. Thank you to all the listeners. And yes, for all those people that donated as well. Thank you very much for your kind donations. It will make a difference to people's lives in our community. So I can't thank you enough. Right, without further ado, that was the end of my show. I'm going to pass you over to the committee for the final little run over the finish line. Only half hour left. Here we go. Right.
I thought that was going to be the crazy drop one. But anyway. Welcome back. Welcome to the end of 24 Hours Live finale show with the committee and
Hello.
honorary committee member Jessica Moore.
Yes.
Who's never actually been on committee.
No,
but
but
has
you've
been here
had
forever
a show
anyway.
for 3 years. So we'll briefly introduce ourselves again. So I'm Anna, head of radio.
I'm Josh. I'm assistant technical manager.
First time on the radio.
Yes, first time on the radio.
Yes.
I am also called Josh. I have been awake for far too long. Tar too long. This one.
Josh is technical manager.
I am technical manager.
I'm Jess, X award-winning radio show
Yes,
No,
host.
you
no, no,
are.
no. You are still an award-winning radio show host.
Yeah, it's not X. It hasn't. It's
It
true for
doesn't
that year.
expire.
Yeah. And lastly, you.
I'm Charlotte. I'm the program manager.
Lovely. And Charlotte did her show 12 till 2 this morning.
Yeah, it's fun.
Has been home and has come back.
Joshy did
Uh-huh.
I did my
show.
show from 4 till 6,
Yeah.
but contributed to all of the other ones and
Yeah.
has slept in the studio too. It's been an ongoing joke that I sleep in the studio.
And now it's actually
actually happened. So
Um,
that's all good.
yeah, thank you to Alex for doing another Recalls Therapy hour and a half,
And
actually.
a half.
I think normally his show's 2 hours as well.
Yes, exactly.
So that's quite funny. But thank you to everyone who's listened so far. We'll do an end of show total at the end. But if you haven't yet donated and you'd like to, go to phantom-media.co.uk to... I thought I was talking, Josh. You were going to sit and be quiet, but now you've decided
Oh.
the radio is on. I must speak. Yes, donate at phantom-media.co.uk. Any donations are welcome. Thank you so much if you have donated already. Thank you if you were here with us 24 hours ago.
Yep.
And have joined again and have listened throughout the time. We can play some more music and then we'll just wrap it up at 10.
Yep.
So up next we've got a bit of ABBA because why not? And then we have some Lizzo. So up next is ABBA with Dancing Queen.
Welcome back to the show.
Yes, welcome. Someone's donated within the last 2 songs.
Yes,
Thank you
two
so much.
£10 donations come in. One for each, I think, is my
Ooh.
recollection.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So
Thank
much
you,
money.
everybody, for donating. It has
Mhm.
been just a little bit overwhelming, I think, given that we started yesterday morning on a target of £100.
But we'd already met £100 by the beginning.
we met £100 literally at about 8 o'clock, like literally when I woke up
Yeah.
yesterday morning. And we were like, how far do we go? And the answer will be revealed later.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but
The
thank you
answer will be
for-
revealed at the end of the show.
Yes. Thank you for donating. If you want to know when our normal shows are, what do they do, Charlotte? Throwing you in at the deep end.
Sorry, what was that question?
If you want to know when our normal shows are, what do people do to find that out?
Follow us on Instagram.
Yes! Or visit phantom-media.co.uk and scroll all the way to the bottom and it has the rolly thing of the shows.
And it has upcoming events and when we're doing random things like Give It a Goes if you want to come and have a go
Yes.
at hosting your very own radio show and potentially doing something mad like this next year.
Yes.
It's
Next
not a
year, not
requirement.
this year.
Yes, this isn't happening again.
Yeah,
this
One
year.
committee session.
It's up to Heather and Charlotte next year.
Whoa.
Or maybe new Josh.
Yeah.
Probably.
3rd year.
Yeah.
Probably new Josh, probably Teo as well. So yeah, we're just
Oh,
gonna throw
What a
Throw
great
that at them.
legacy.
throw that at them as something they now have to do. Congratulations.
Yeah, we'll just make it a tradition. That was definitely me. We can have some more songs now, and then we'll be back, and then it'll be nearly time to go.
Well, it will be time to go. I think
Time to go.
if we've done it right.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Cool. We're gonna have some more Adele. We haven't played her in this show, but Justin and I played her earlier, and then we're gonna have some James Arthur. So enjoy Adele, Water Under the Bridge. That was James Arthur with Work With My Love, and before that was Adele with Water Under the Bridge. You have 7 minutes left of the show. Donate. Let's see how much we can get. Up next, we have some more music, and then we will be back to give the final total. Welcome back. It's the end of our 24 Hours Live
We
fundraiser.
have made it, everybody!
Well done. Charlotte was stifling a yawn just before he came back on air. Big mood, big mood. So, before we say goodbye a final time, we have a total or some totals to announce. Joshua, have you got the stats?
I do have the 3 sets of numbers.
Are we going to do
for
drum
you.
roll?
We can do drum
Little
roll.
drum roll.
So this is for Padley Group. We have raised £270 by 22 lovely, generous people.
Thank you so much.
For St John Ambulance, we have raised £345 by 24 lovely people, including one anonymous person who gave us £100 at about
Wow.
1 a.m. this morning.
Yep.
Thank you, whoever that was.
Whoever that was, thank you very much.
That means that our total is
The total for Phantom Radio's 24 Hours Live 2023 is £615.
I was gonna play a sound effect, but I don't know.
Yeah, just play it.
Applaud. Oh, that's worse. Woo!
It's all right.
Maybe. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for donating. It's been a blast. It's been 24 hours of chaos, but it's been so fun. And it's been made so much better for people tuning in and listening and giving us your support through
Even
listening,
in the dead of night.
messaging, donating. Yes. Yeah, I can't believe you did that shift, Charlotte. So good, so good.
It wasn't actually that bad, to be fair.
That's good.
It was good fun because
Had a fun
we
time.
had football people tuning in, I think. So
Yeah, we did,
nice.
yeah, we did.
so we
Got
weren't
the
on our
PJs
own.
on, got the tea out. All good.
Absolutely.
Cool. So that is the end of the show for now. Our shows will be back up and running again on Monday. But for now, we're gonna all go home, have a sleep.
Have a snooze.
The shows from this 24-hour special might be up at some point in the week.
They will eventually.
Um,
We'll sort it out between
but
me
yes,
and Charlotte.
this has been 24 Hours Live from Phantom Radio. Goodbye.
Bye.